Hi students, today for Tuesday, March 24th, you are going to be doing topic 7, reteaching page for math. So your page should look just like this one. I'm going to go through each set and explain to you what you're supposed to do. So for set A, the directions in the box say you can make numbers 11 to 19 with one group of 10 and some ones. And it shows the number 16. It shows you two 10 frames. And then it shows you that 16 is 10 and 6 ones. Now let's go down to the rest of the directions. It says use counters and a work mat. Well, you might not have counters at home, but you could use any sort of small item that you have, maybe beans. Rice might be a little too small, but you could use rice too, or you could use toys. You could use larger items too. My suggestion would be try to put them in a 10 frame style, like you see up here that my arrow is circling, 5 on top, 5 on the bottom to simulate that 10 frame. So let's go back to the directions. Use counters and a work mat. You can just put them on the carpet or on a piece of paper. Write each number as 10 and some ones. So the number 12, you're going to be doing the same thing. You're going to be showing 10, just like up here in the 16, and then you're going to be showing how many more you're going to need to make 12. Another suggestion I have is perhaps drawing a picture over here on the side. You're going to follow those same directions for the number 17. Again, you're going to be showing 10 as the example showed up here for 16, and then you're going to be showing how many more you need to make 17. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the next set. So that was set A. Now let's take a look at set B. Set B says you can find patterns when you count on a 100 chart. So in the box, it shows two snips from a 100 chart. And what I mean by that is you're only seeing part of the 100 chart. You're not seeing all of the 100 chart. So in this top example, there's a blue highlighted row that says 11, 12, 13, and 14. The first digit in this row is 1. So for each of the numbers that you see that are highlighted, they all begin with the digit 1. Digit is another word for a single number. Now let's go down to the next example. You see a column that is highlighted, and the numbers that are highlighted are 12, 22, 32. The end digit in this column is 2. So when you go back and you look at the pattern that is displayed in this column, all of the numbers end in with the digit 2. Again, remember, a digit is another word for a single number. So you can use these hundreds charts to help you count on from any number. So for the example they use here is 31. And then if you're not sure where to go after that, you can pop up to your hundreds chart and see, oh, 32 comes after, and then 33 and 34. And then they give another example of starting from the number 21 and then going to the number 22, 23, and 24. And the pattern that we see here is that although the beginning digit, the first digits are different, the top row here starts with a 3 and the bottom row starts with a 2, they all are counting up. They all start from 1 and the final digit 2, 3, and 4. So those are the patterns that we see there. Now, you have a worksheet that we sent home. It's 7-5 that should have a hundreds chart on it. If you do not, then you can look one up on the internet, or you can even try to make one. You can use your hundreds chart to complete number 3 and 4. You're going to count on from 64 and fill in the blanks. Number 4 is a bit trickier. Has 81 in the middle, and you're trying to figure out what comes before 81 and what comes after 81. I have a little trick, a little suggestion. maybe start from 81, count on, and then try counting backwards. That might help you. Okay, let's move on to the next page, set C. Okay, so here's set C. There's those adorable robots that we saw in 7, what was it 7? Was it 7-5? Maybe it was 7-5. So the question up here says, how many buttons are there? You can count by tens. So tens is something that we've been working really hard on. All of these robots have 10 buttons on them. They've got 2 on their arms, they've got 2 up here for their eyes, and then they have 6 down here, and altogether that is 10. And so if we follow the pattern of counting by tens, it would sound like this: 10, 20, 30, 40. And as you can see here, they've written 40 buttons for us. If counting by tens is still tricky for you, you can count by ones. You can start with the 10 here, and then knowing that there's 10 on each robot, and then count on by ones. If you enjoy counting by twos, you can also count these buttons by twos as well. I would like you to try counting by tens at first. Let's go down to number 5 and 6. I'm going to read these problems to you. Number 5 says, Devin has 7 jars. Each jar has 10 marbles. How many marbles does Devin have in all? So there is a picture here for you that already has your 7 jars laid out. And now you have to think of 10 marbles being in each jar. You can draw that. You can draw them in there if you would like. You can use, again, something you have at home like beans or toys to show the marbles in the jar. Some students might just like to write the number 10 and then count, and then skip count on to the next number, 20, and then keep going. Whatever works for you. Number 6 says Travis has 4 boxes. Each box has 10 toys. How many toys does Travis have in all? Now this one might be kind of fun for you to get your toys out and put in boxes. If you can find 4 boxes or 4 of something to put 10 toys in each of, you might want to try that. That sounds like fun to me. If not, then you can again draw a picture, or you can write the numbers underneath for how many are in each box and count on. All right, here we are in our last set. This is set D. In the box here, it says you can use a table to find a pattern. This was in 7-6. This was the lesson for Monday. And what it's showing you here is the number of dogs and the number of bones. In this row on top, it shows 1 dog, 2 dogs, 3 dogs, and 4 dogs. The number of bones shows how many bones each dog has. So each dog, for 1 dog, gets 2 bones. So if there are 2 dogs, how many bones are there? Well, there's 4 bones altogether. If there's 3 dogs, then how many bones are there? If each dog gets 2 bones, there's 6 bones. And then again, if we have 4 dogs and each dog gets 2 bones, there's going to be a total of 8 bones. Okay? So you're going to use this table to answer problems 7, 8, and 9. Number 7 says, how many bones does 1 dog have? Number 8 says, how many bones do 2 dogs have? And number 9 says, the number of dogs increases by, and the number of bones increases by. Now, that means when you go from 1 dog to the next, to the next, to the next, how many dogs is the number going up by? Is it going up by 1s? Is it going up by 2s? Is it going up by 5s, by 10s? So you have to make that decision. Same thing for how many bones, the number of bones increases by. We start off with 2 bones, we go to 4, then 6, then 8. How many is the number increasing by each time? Is it increasing by 1s, by 2s, by 5s, by 10s, by a different number? So try and figure that out. Okay, students, that's it for today. I will catch you later in another video.